No list of Northeast sport fishing hubs would be complete without New Jersey's southernmost town, Cape May. This seaside resort has earned its place alongside Montauk, Atlantic Highlands, Newport, and Chatham as a jumping-off point for captains seeking familiar favorites like fluke, tog, tuna, and marlin. But its location right at the border between the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic provides opportunities to catch other species. Every spring, schools of black drum descend on Delaware Bay from parts unknown to eat and spawn for a few weeks before returning to the ocean. This gives anglers the chance to catch a fish that averages around 40 pounds and regularly exceeds 60 pounds, all without leaving sight of land. Drum are a popular target in the month of May, and a number of captains devote their spring to targeting them. Among them is my old friend Captain Bob Cope, a man I knew by his reputation for catching drum long before I'd actually met him. This would be my first time drum fishing with Bob, and only my third time drum fishing altogether. While I grew up on stories of fishermen hearing drum booming under the boat, I'd never actually caught one of the true Delaware Bay monsters that have made Cape May a spring destination for generations of anglers. So with high hopes, we cut through the Cape May Canal and entered the green as clean waters of the Delaware Bay.
I'm deeming this a place to play for a while. If you don't have fresh bait, don't be here. Salted clams don't work. Old clams will work when there's no good clams around, but the fish seem to know where they are. When there's no clams around, crabs work. White leggers, she crabs, but fresh bait, in my opinion, is the ultimate to having to catch fish.
Now, Bob, when this starts going, Rodney rod holder sets it, or you pick it up and then...
Sometimes they'll just fold it right up. Other times they'll just bang on it and you just pick it up. If you got the patience and just hold the rod up, you get the bite. You get the bite, you hold the rod up like this, and you'll feel boom, boom, and you just kind of just follow them down until they draw it down. They'll just swim with it like they own it.
And these were all circle hooks?
Yes, sir.
Scott, just let this hook set itself right in the corner of the mouth.
You know, the last guy that said that swung and missed twice yesterday. Don't set the hook.
Don't set the hook.
So they're coming in, they come in here and predominantly to spawn, but they're also feeding while they're in here. Where do they come from?
That's the $1,000,000 question. Nobody knows the answer to that.
Why? Like you hear, even when they leave, you hear guys like, some fluke guys will randomly find them out over the
They catch them up in Raritan Bay. I mean, more and more every year you hear about it up there. I know always had them in Tuckerton, Great Bay, but...
But they leave here and then they just kind of...
They kind of meander up the beach, you know. I've seen them, schools of them out in the ocean in August. It's like they're here, they're just out in the ocean. You know, they start in the Chesapeake first, they catch them first down there.
I know it's everything on board, Pat. How do you like these?
Love it. These reels you're looking at and rods are 6 years old.
Really?
I use them for drum fishing, I use them for sea bass fishing. They're the same rods and reels, haven't changed anything. That rod for under $100 is one of the best rods I've ever seen for doing this. You can't high stick them. I mean, they're jigger rods.
When you're out here recreational fishing with a lot of the guys that come on board, high sticking could be a concern depending on the size.
People don't know what they're doing yet.
Yeah. So they're you know, flexibility that way.
Especially with these big fish. You know, everybody wants to get the rod over their head. You see how fast them rods blow right up in your face.
Bob, will they mount? I mean, these are just kind of taps. These could be potentially be drum.
Swim away with it.
He's walking with it?
Coming at me.
There he is. Nope. Tight, Jimmy, you're up.
No, Chris, go ahead.
No,
grab.
Are we
the others, Bob?
Got him all.
Jimmy, watch them rods don't get tangled.
Okay.
So one of the things with these circle hooks, you can see that there wasn't a whole lot of set on that. It's just a matter of...
Pin it!
This
Don't mess him up, Megan.
I ain't messing him up. That's why I'm on the rod, not Jimmy.
There's a lot of love going on here. You drove down. Oh, it's a good thing, huh? Now, did you see that bite? There wasn't nothing to it.
So they'll just
Now
kind
you're
of
on your
mouth
own.
it. And you can easily pull it away from them like
Yeah,
that?
I just kept getting slack.
Yeah.
So you just follow to just, try to find the sinker. And then they go with it.
He just did it crazy, Ivan. This guy just turned and came straight back at me, but this big thump, thump, thump is what it is. And these rods will do the work for you. You really don't have to get past 45 as long as you just reel down on them. There's no pumping.
Hand me that rod. Just hand it to me. It's getting bit. I just got the fish. I think we're tangled, but I think we got every rod on the boat with this fish. This one's got a shark on it.
We don't want him getting tied into this.
Oh, he's got every line of the boat too.
I'm gonna keep this guy at bay out here.
Go ahead, I got this one. We got a tangled city here. Oh, get out
I'm
of
in
there.
here with you.
Hold on. Give me a knife.
Get a knife.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm trying to move him away.
American sportsman here. You got every line.
Oh. Well, I am not going
Jimmy,
to
there's a
move
good
that
knife
drag.
back here, buddy. I
I'm
can't
not-
tell you what I think about that rod and what you're doing, but
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep him away from that line.
you're right. We got tangles now. Don't worry about it.
I'm trying
He's
to.
not foul hooked
The only
either.
reason I got him lean to the side is I'm trying to keep him away from any more lines.
We got every line tangled up. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Here's the drumming, guys.
Look at the shells coming out of his butthole.
Look at this, guys, huh? So first fish, listen.
Crazy.
Boy, this would have been Jimmy's biggest by 40 pounds. And
It would have been. It would have been. That's like 3 times the size of my biggest ever
I
black
gave him
drum.
the choice.
Here we go. Let me hold him up. Hook, circle hook right in the corner of his mouth. Just perfect. There you go. It's out. Hook's out.
Okay, what do you want to
Oh
know?
man, look at the size of that.
That is awesome.
Bob, so tell us about these fish.
They're bottom feeders. They have no teeth. You can stick your hand right down their throat. If you get back in their grinders, it'll scrape your hand up like a skate would do.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have no teeth. They're not going to hurt you.
This is the barbels I was talking about earlier. So they use these. They can actually taste with those right there, and that's a part of how they find their food and scent. And they've got these tiny little eyes. It's because they do spend a lot of time in this murkier water, so they're not really they're not real
relying on the
predatory.
eyes.
Yeah, they're more bottom feeding,
Yeah.
like Captain Bob said.
After adhering to the old age before beauty adage on the first bite, I was eager for my shot in the ring with the drumfish. Bob was adamant that the bites, even from big fish, start out as small taps, so while Chris celebrated his catch, I kept my eyes locked on the rod tips.
Here's a Penn Rampage jigging rod, 50 to 100 pound class. Perfect for doing these drumfish. Fathom 15 lever drag reel. Can't beat it. They're 6 or 7 years old. I use them every day for drumfish, every day for sea bass fishing. Just a hell of a rod. Rod I think sells for, I know it's under $100, and it's lasted for 7 years in the charter boat business. You can't break them. It's one of the best rods I've ever had. And these reels hang tough too.
This is really kind of a gentleman's hours fishing thing, Bob. I mean, we left the dock in the afternoon today. It was a late wake up. So what's
It's gentleman fishing. And look, you can catch a big fish and never lose sight of the land.
Now,
like
is there a morning bite, or is this generally they are more active in the afternoon?
When they first get here, they'll bite in the morning. As it goes on, it gets to be better in the evening. Because what happens, I think, is they get up on top of the water and sun themselves a lot, so they don't eat. They seem to settle in it in the evening.
Yeah.
Back, Jimmy.
Yeah, something messing with this.
You can tell right away if it's a drumfish because it'll feel like the drag's unloading. You know how a drag unloads on a spinning reel?
Yeah.
That's what they feel like when they pull.
Did you hear that thing drumming when it first came over?
There we go. There we go.
There you go, Jimmy.
Right, Jimmy?
Jimmy, it'll give you that big,
Feels
big
pretty heavy,
thump,
man.
thump, thump.
Taking drag?
He took a little bit.
Right kind.
Some big head shakes there.
Bob, clear this one over there.
Yeah, that's the right kind.
Yeah. It's running now. Oh boy.
Bob, take this thing.
Yeah, bring it in.
Oh man. There he goes.
Bring it in.
And just these little taps, man. Crazy.
Where we eating dinner tonight? We're gonna have this show done in no time.
Where we eating? Late lunch.
Oh man, he's really going, Bob.
Let him go. You got a big one. How's it go? Got him on!
A lot easier when you don't have 7 lines wrapped around it. When you just fight one fish.
I'm blown away by how light the bites are and then turn into...
Isn't that amazing? A fish that big, you know what you'll notice when you fight that? A 50-pound bass will run that into the dirt, but they'll drag a 50-pound bass down backwards.
Yeah, that's
You know what I mean? That tail's so wide on them, and when you gaff them, you have to gaff them in the white. You can't get them in the orange.
That scale is so hard.
Oh my God,
right
you bounce right off, have scales on the gaff.
Jimmy's biggest fish is a 12-pound drum. He's about to triple that, maybe quadruple it.
Don't worry, he ain't done yet. Don't thumb him too much.
Okay.
You use that automatic drag, I'll kill you if you break them off. My knots don't break.
So this is kind of what Chris's did. It got close to the boat. You got it to the boat relatively quickly, and then he decides he doesn't want to. He's very bullish.
Now you see why I ride around a lot? Oh, I was looking for fish on the bottom.
Yeah.
We saw fish up in the water column,
yeah.
but you don't catch them.
Oh, man.
That was weird. It's almost like the hook popped somewhere.
No, it's just this big head shakes. I guess, or maybe he was just spinning.
You just look how wide that tail is. He wags that tail, he gets 10 feet of line. And here he is. Fever finally gets on a drumfish over 12 inches.
Oh, this is why we love Bob Cope.
Welcome to New Jersey. You got to come here to do this.
Oh, no.
Ah, he pulled the hook on him.
I wanted to see that fish.
He was so close. Oh, man.
Were you thumbing it?
No,
No, he just popped him.
Still clapped out.
Pulled the
Didn't
hook
break.
on him. Oh well.
It's all right. I would like to have seen how much bigger than Chris's it was. I have no doubts. It was easily 2-3 times the size. But...
You know, Jimmy, go wait in the cabin. I don't even want to look at you right
Chris 1, Fever none.
I don't even want to look at him right now.
I think it's so cool that it goes from such a small little nibble to this. Man, they're strong fish, Chris.
I would know I didn't get to see it. So we just got to a new spot. One of the things Bob wants to do is put 8 ounces on the outside. So they're probably going to sit in place a little bit more, not swing back towards the stern where we have the 6-ounce weights on the
Well,
back.
no, the current's running hard. They'll just hold them.
So should we change out the other 6s in the back or let them?
No, let them fish 3/8 and 2 6s.
Okay.
See if we can get a bite here. I don't know.
So this is a new spot for you, or you fished with
Yeah.
before?
I fished this area before, but I saw them really good here last night on the way home.
Just hit the ground.
Yeah, don't let any extra line out.
Nope. Gonna just take it up a little. Bob, you know what? Yesterday we were sitting there looking at some of the social media, and I think you had 6 2 days ago, 10 last night. What would you consider? I mean, that's an excellent night, but what do you consider a good night here out in the bay?
One a guy.
One a guy. So if you have four folks
4
on-
guys, 5 guys, 6 guys. If I can get everybody to catch, and I try to make sure they take turns so everybody
Yeah.
gets to catch one.
And what's the limit on it?
3 a guy.
That's a lot of.
That's a lot of meat when you're catching.
You know
40
what?
to 50 pounds
It's probably in the regulation world, at least the guy comes and feels like he's got a chance to take home a bunch of meat.
Yeah.
Bob, how long have you been doing this?
A long time. Late 80s, early 90s.
You want to do this without leaving the Northeast, without leaving New Jersey, this is the spot. There are a couple places they get them up north kind of incidentally.
Yeah,
but if you want to target them successfully, nowhere to go but Delaware Bay.
Delaware Bay. It's very good in Cape Charles, down that way, and places in Virginia. But this is like the furthest north where you can just say, I'm going to go catch them.
Oh man, both of them getting pecked. There we go, there we go.
He's got the right one that time.
I'm gonna clear that thing out, Jim. All right.
Ah, yeah!
Man.
All right, I'm up. So Jimmy just lost a big fish. Technically, this should be my fish. Although I got the skate. I got a beautiful skate.
Oh man, those head shakes are crazy. Oh yeah, there he goes.
So I just want to come in here real quick and just say, when I had my fish, this is what didn't happen. The guy next to me clearing the line.
Same thing, man. They get in close and then they just kind of live off this corner here. Oh man. Oh dude. Oh no, I don't like this. Hey, Bob.
Bob, new gaff man.
Get the gaff away from him.
Negan, come here. Grab this rod in my right hand.
So you got it.
Oh, I don't know if it's there or not. Yeah, but is he there?
Yeah, he's going over towards Jimmy's.
It's an in-close fight, dude. It really is an in-close fight.
If you get him on, let me know. I want to gaff Jimmy's fish.
Oh, I'll give Jimmy's fish.
Oh, no, you know what?
Oh, no.
No.
I don't dislike Jimmy that much.
Bob, you stay right there.
The next one you can get.
No, it's his first big fish over 12.
I would really prefer Bob.
That's all right. Don't worry. My boat, my rules. I'm gifting it.
You just gotta let him do what he wants to do, right? There's no...
Yeah, just don't horse him. Let me know when you see him, Jim.
I have not gotten a look at him yet.
I'd love to get doubled up here.
Oh, that would be great.
I'm being a little... I haven't thumbed this one at all. I don't...
Jim, we got the gift back, Jim.
All right, okay.
We got the gift back, Jim.
So I can put more heat on him now? We waited him out. I want to put heat on him so bad, but it's...
You just, nothing but time. He's right there. A little milky water. He's only 10 feet under the boat.
I've caught these fish when you have the sinker in your hand on a 30-inch leader and you cannot see a 50-pound fish swimming around.
Really?
It's like shovel a hole out there and I can throw the sinker in so it sinks. Oh, yeah.
He's taking off, Jimmy. He just saw the surface. You might have a low babe in mind.
This is great fishery, man.
Isn't this awesome?
I mean,
Beautiful
look
day
at
out
it.
here.
A beautiful day. You're in the bay. You don't have to worry about losing sight of land. You got a real shot at catching a big fish.
How far from Cape May across the Delaware?
17, 18 miles to the widest part.
Nope. There he
We're
goes.
like,
There he
we're
goes.
probably only 4.5 miles up the beach right now.
There he is. Oh my God.
Uh-oh. Bring back gift. There's one there, but that where I got bit. Look at that one. That one's got a fish on it. Stick him. No, in the white part. Stick him right through the mouth.
Wow, Jimmy.
Captain Cope, man, thank you so much,
job,
dude.
brother.
Oh, so that's what a
job.
real one looks like there. What a fight.
What happened over there, Chris?
I think it was a shark there. The other one was a shark too.
So that, my first real black drum. Listen to that. You can feel it. I can feel it coming up through my boots.
Reverberating down through there.
Amazing. Wow. Oh man. Amazing. So different looking, Chris, than so many of the fish that you catch in the Northeast. Bob, where do these max out?
The record's 104, 107. I have one fish that might have pushed 80 last year.
The black drum is a fish lost to time. Its armor scales, beady eyes, and Cro-Magnon brow give it a prehistoric look, while its broad shoulders and broom-like tail let it kick like a mule on the business end of a fishing line. Ugly or not, it's a hell of a game fish, and I'm thrilled to have finally caught a real one.
I want you to catch this fish. Here. Just catch this drumfish.
Was he just sitting on it?
No.
Just came up now.
Oh,
So you picked it up, you bit it in your hand?
No, I saw him bounce it once.
Jimmy, you want to get that line?
yeah.
That line's fine.
Look at that.
See, you see what I'm talking about? How like it's on, like the drag's unloading, like it's a bad drag.
Oh, yeah.
If you were spinning what I was doing, I would have passed me and be like, I gotta fix this drag. Look at it, look at it, look at it.
But that's just him shaking his
Shaking,
head.
yeah, isn't that amazing?
Wild, man. And you
It's
feel
crazy
it.
because I haven't changed the
No,
height of that
it
rod.
feels, but it feels like a spinning reel. You'd say, I gotta put this rod back on the rack and get another one.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
a sticky drag, but it's just
The
how
way they do
fight.
it. The best way to describe it is just like the drag's unloading.
Or look, he just came to the surface and he just swapped his tail. That was awesome. You see
Look
the
at that
hole?
boil, huh?
You see the hole
There's
there?
a 40-pound bass boiling.
Yeah, that was awesome. I'll slide behind you. Look at him on the surface, Jimmy. Should I give him line or just let him sit right
Just
there?
lay there. Just let him take what he gets.
It's crazy the way it pumps. He's just sitting on the bottom right now. He's comfortable.
Just keep tension on him.
Yep. He doesn't even know he's hooked. Look at this. He's just peeling away. It's like, I'm going to do whatever I want.
Who's winning, you or him?
He's definitely winning.
He's not ready yet.
There we go.
There you go.
I'll let the captain move the drag. One thing I'm
All
not
right.
doing.
You can go up to the stop.
This is our third big drum. Probably should have been our fourth. We're not going to say anything about Jimmy.
Jimmy who?
Look at it coming
there
to the
he is.
surface.
There he is.
There he is.
Oh,
You see the tail on that thing?
this one's a showboat.
Look at the size of that head. Look at the size of that tail. Look at the size of everything.
Oh, man.
I'm going to try to finish him.
Try to get him in the mouth so we can see if we can get him to go. Look at that gap shot,
Look
huh?
at that gas shot.
Oh,
Wow. Holy smokes.
Try to shove him in the water.
All right, he's going in.
Go ahead, give him a shot. Let him go. Perfect.
Bob, you went. Brother, awesome.
The good action, like drum season in general, passed by too quickly. As the drum stopped biting our clam-baited hooks, the dogfish and skates started, and Captain Cope pulled the anchor and pointed the full ahead toward Cape May. In the coming weeks, Chris and I would go on to film fishing for haddock, bluefish, tuna, and of course the striped bass, but after a great afternoon of drum fishing with a good friend, we left South Jersey with a fuller appreciation of the variety of fish and the warm and knowledgeable fishermen that make up each new fishing season in the Northeast.